Hi from Health Videos A to Z.com in Bali and Singapore. When I used to help bring babies into the world once 4 in 20 hours, sometimes at the 6 weeks checkups, mothers would say he or she's perfect, just feeds and sleeps, you wouldn't know they're in the house. It was never their first baby, nearly always their third baby, and it was more the mother than the baby who was perfect. The baby was content and peaceful because the mother was doing everything right because she learnt what to do from her previous babies. For the child, the parents, the whole family and community, raising babies and children well is both one of the most important things anyone ever does and also impossible to do without things sometimes going wrong, sometimes seriously wrong, especially when we're learning or have too many babies too soon. There can be marriage difficulties, money, housing, work, or health problems, favoritism, too strict, not strict enough, alcohol, arguments, violence, and mum can disappear for a few days and come back tired and busy with a new baby. So however much they're loved, sometimes babies and children suffer, which can affect how they develop and their later health and happiness. I was a family doctor for 46 years, caring for many people with mental health and addiction problems, then had a busy drug and alcohol clinic for 5 years where my team and I treated over 5,000 alcoholics and addicts in over 40,000 consultations. We got far better results when we saw addicts early and treated their mental health problems and addictions at the same time, which is called dual diagnosis. We also found the sooner we saw a person after they developed a problem, the quicker and more easily we could help them, the more completely better they got, and the less likely they were to relapse. So I focused on developing ways to avoid waiting lists and to enable troubled people to get help earlier. And what worked best were online videos and checklists, simple self-help mind-body workouts, and powder on the tongue medicines in pocket powder medicine dispensers. See the video, The Fix Suffering Early, Simply and Safely System at healthvideosa2z.com. A great deal of research now confirms that trauma before birth, in infancy and in early childhood can start disturbances in the brain's emotional centers and the nerve messaging, hormonal, and immune systems that lead to serious mental, social, and/or physical health problems later in life, even if the child had loving parents. And most addicts were physically or sexually abused in their childhood or youth. At any age, we may still have those disturbances from past traumas, but have little or no memory of the causes of the disturbances, which are still in the back of our mind. With no clear memory of the causes, it's hard to get some problems fixed, and unsolved problems cause more problems, and most people don't see a psych or a therapist until they've suffered badly, have more problems, and need more help than they can get. So learn to help yourself much more and get in early when it's simpler and easier. Self-help mind-body workouts are quite simple and very helpful. First, do the What I Want Need checklist at healthvideosa2z.com, and its instant report explains which videos, medicines, and therapy most help the wants and needs you chose the highest scores for. Watch the videos, then start mind-body workout lists on your phone, diary, laptop, or PC. Make a sad, mad, bad list of things that make you frown, that you're anxious, sad, depressed, angry, or feel guilty about, and add things as you think of them. Then make a family list. Your mother, father, step or foster parents, partner, ex-partner, children, grandchildren, and your grandparents, sisters, brothers, and any significant others, and who were the favourites, and who you're like and unlike. Then start a glad and grateful list, things that make you smile, laugh and happy, and aim to add to this glad and grateful list by developing more things in your life that make you smile, laugh and happy. Every 2 or 3 days, look back at your lists and pick something you want to work on. As you look at things on your list, if something gives you a feeling, try to feel that feeling fully. Then notice your facial expressions, any thoughts and questions you have, and what's going on in your body. Don't suppress any feelings, especially sadness, fear, anger, or guilt. And sometimes see if playing music or sitting in a garden or some special place while you do this helps. If what comes up first is a thought or a question, think more about that thought or question. Then notice your facial expressions, emotional feelings, and what's going on in your body. If what comes up first is something going on in your body, focus on what's happening and possible reasons why, then notice any feelings you're having and any thoughts and questions and your facial expressions. At first, don't blame anyone or yourself for anything until you're sure you fully understand what happened and why. Even then, realize that people usually only do bad things because as children, bad things happen to them. Things often go from generation to generation. If you can genuinely forgive anyone for bad stuff, do so, but not if you really can't, and keep on saying to yourself, whatever troubling things are stuck in the back of my mind, I want to find, understand, and where possible, get them fixed and gone. Some people say you should just forget nasty things, but if you're troubled and don't know why, there are probably things you couldn't properly fully forget when they happened that you'll be able to properly forget so they don't trouble you if you first remember, understand, and deal with them. Sometimes it's easy. You suddenly smile and think, now I understand. Relax and cross that thing off your list. Some things come up a few times before you fully understand them, know what needs to be done, do those things, and can truly forget them because you're older and wiser than you were when they originally happened. Sometimes it's something really nasty and it gets very hard before it gets easy. You may get very anxious, sad, depressed, and cry, feel lonely, angry, or guilty. But the worse it feels, the more important it is, and the better you'll get if you let yourself fully feel everything, understand everything, do what needs to be done, and get over it. I remember a girl who kept coming for sleeping tablets and didn't want to talk. Then one day she described the car smash she'd been in which her fiancé was killed. She cried and soon didn't need sleeping tablets. Letting yourself feel your natural emotions helps you know what you want and don't want, helps you avoid problems and dangers, and helps you get distressing things out of the back of your mind. But don't let your hard mind-body workouts last more than 20 or 30 minutes. Then forget the hard stuff till next time and go to your glad and grateful list and relax with something that makes you smile. Never stew over bad stuff. Face it in a brisk workout for a limited time, then go to the glad and grateful list. Also as needed, make bookings to see a doctor, psych, or therapist. Please watch this video several times and go to its text at healthvideos.com and click on links of interest. If possible, spend 10 minutes now at healthvideos.com doing the What I Want Need checklist. The checklist instant report explains which videos, medicines and counselling therapy most help the particular wants and needs for which you chose the highest scores. healthvideos@gmail.com have contact details for suppliers of low-priced pocket powder medicine dispensers worldwide. From international Bali and Singapore, I'm keen to pass on helpful information to distressed people and their carers anywhere in the world. Please leave comments and questions below. Best wishes and good luck from healthvideos.com and the Fix Suffering Early, Simply and Safely system.